You gotta turn it around, okay? Tell me when you're ready.
Good.
Is it on?
Oops, I should.
Grace, you're so... Okay, I don't have Liam videotaping. Now I got another kid. It's child labor. I brought my meatloafs out. Grace, you want to come over here and just show them?
Yay.
Look at that cheese love just oozing out. I mean, it's just so delicious. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me cut this one. I don't know if this one will do the same thing, but you want to kind of... It's not, yeah, this one's not ready yet. Okay, so anyway, can you get a close-up of that so they can see? The cheese just oozes out. It's so delicious. Okay, I'm going to do Brussels really quick. I've got my mashed potatoes already done over here. Grace, stay over where you were, and I'll come to you, okay? Can you get inside the pot? Okay, so this is my mashed potatoes. Very simple. Definitely not low calorie, but very delicious. 2 sticks of butter.
Yeah.
Sour cream. And half and half or whole cream, blend them up, whip them up, salt, pepper, and any seasoning you like. Sometimes I like to add lemon pepper, I put garlic in there this time, a little roasted garlic. I know, but I got to get this done because I've got guests for dinner, so I know. Anyway, so I've got my bacon grease from the bacon in here. I normally would do a shallot with this, but I don't have any shallots, so I'm just going to do garlic today. Brussels sprouts, I've cut them in about thirds. And you're going to put them in the pan, and I'm going to saute them. And Brussels can be done so many different ways, but this is a really good way. Keep the heat on medium.
You should, Tim Smith says you should see what I tried to cook yesterday.
What was it? Oh, that's flying. Okay, so you're going to put your Brussels in here with the bacon fat. I've got a little bit of a garlic olive oil as well. So it's a little bacon grease and garlic olive oil. And you're just going to saute these in a pan. I like to normally do it in cast iron. Today it's just, you know, the Penguin game's on and we've got a lot going on. We've got guests here, so just a lot going on here. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and saute this. We're going to get a nice little, let me get this turned down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add a few dashes of soy sauce. Yes, soy sauce. This adds some salt to it. So just kind of going to add some soy like that. Okay. So if you're just starting, there's whole garlic cloves that I've minced in here, about 2 to 3. Normally I would do a shallot as well, but I didn't have one today, so I don't have shallots in here. I have a little bit of onion, but not much. And I'm browning the Brussels sprouts, sauteing them in a pan. Put a little soy sauce in there for salt. Okay, instead of adding salt, I'm adding soy sauce. So this is a salty sweet. I've done this with pancetta. You can do it with ham. If you don't like meat, you don't have to add meat. I just like to add the bacon. I think the bacon adds something. And there's a little bit of bacon in here from the bacon grease, but I'm going to add more bacon in a minute. Okay, so you're just trying to get these cooked up. You can leave them, you can cover the lid and let them saute in there for a minute. That's fine, or just keep sauteing them over a high heat. Not super high, but a fairly high. Okay, and they're cooking up really nice here. We got a rogue one. Now the thing with Brussels sprouts is a lot of people think they're bitter, and I agree. They can be really bitter to flavor. So for me, I want to sweeten them up. So the ways that I'm going to sweeten them up today is I'm going to use this maple bacon onion jam. I've used different brands. I've never used this brand. This is Stonewall Kitchen. You can see it. It's a sweet, savory jam, if you will. And I'm going to put like 2 heaping tablespoons in there. And what this does is it's infused with garlic and onions, and of course maple. It is going to sweeten these Brussels so they're not so bitter. Okay? So you've got salty sweet going on. If I didn't have little kids here, I'd put a little red pepper flake in these. That would be fabulous. I'm not going to do that today because we've got people here that won't like that. But I'm trying to give you some suggestions. And then when I'm done, I'm going to hit them with some balsamic glaze. Now this is just a reduction of balsamic vinegar. You can reduce it yourself or buy it already pre-done. I got this one at Trader Joe's, but you can get them all over. It's just a reduced balsamic, and they've reduced the sugars and made it thicker. Okay, you could add honey. Honey would be great in Brussels. I'm going to go ahead and add the bacon, crumbled bacon back in. Okay. So I've got my bacon, I've got garlic cloves. Normally I'd have a shallot. Don't have it today, but normally I would. I've sauteed it in a little garlic infused olive oil, a little bacon fat, and I've added soy sauce for flavor, but also the salt. Okay? So you're sensing the theme here. It's got a lot of bacon. Bacon fat, bacon flavor, bacon, bacon, bacon. All right? So we're just gonna let them cook. They're starting to tender up. You don't wanna mush, but you wanna have them a little nice on the inside where they're not super, super hard. Okay? Very easy to do. You can roast these in the oven if you wanna roast them. My oven was taken up with meatloaves. I've got meatballs. I made meatballs as well. I can show you, I've got them cooking. I'll just pull them out really quick. I made jumbo meatballs for later. I reserved some of my, and I'll brown them later, but I made meatballs for later, and those are still cooking in here, so. Because after all, meatloaf is just basically meatball. Okay. All right, so these are getting nice and cooked up. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit them with this balsamic glaze. And again, you could do it to taste, and I'm just drizzling it on. And again, it helps with the bitter flavor of the Brussels. And balsamic has a nice acid to it too. It helps to cut the fat from the bacon and just adds another complexity to it. And I'm gonna hit it with some cracked pepper, and these are done. These are really easy. I'm telling you, people love these. If you don't like Brussels, try them this way. They're really, really delicious. And again, you could roast them. You could toss them in this and put them on a baking sheet and bake them in the oven. Much easier to do. I just didn't have space in my oven today. All right, you saw my meatloaf. Grace, come over to it again. It's not still hot, but you can see it's starting to ooze. The cheese oozes out. It's delicious. I have mashed potatoes.
Oh, this one's oozing.
Is it oozing?
Yeah.
All right.
Slowly.
All right, everybody. Hope you have a good day, and let's go Pens.